But great, the video.
Okay guys, 35X Massey Ferguson. Not too sure the year. I presume it's in the 60s. There's a 35 and a 35X. The difference that I know of is I think it's very small. I think the 35 is a 4-cylinder and the 35X is a 3-cylinder. Now the 35X is a way easier start. Now what some people do with the 35 4-cylinder is they actually put a heater plug in the manifold. So yeah, this is the tractor. It's in for a quick overhaul, paint. That's kind of about it really. Not a whole point to do it. There's a mud guard down the yard there. I just said I'd give a quick walk around and give a look at it before I go sandblasting. I'll keep you up to date as progress goes, but this is the first. I'm going to wash it with that yoke. There's a tractor PTO power washer on that. It's supposed to be 3000 psi. So alright, give a like, give a subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Right guys, that was a fast wash. That's the bonnet. There are the wheels. There was some amount of gunk in it. Oh my god. It was the worst case ever. That's crap. The wife is probably going to kill me. Yep. I have a thing here. I'll show it you now. It goes onto the power washer. It's a kind of, what do I call it? It's a wet wash or a wet sandblaster, if you want to call it that. That's kind of it there. We put a working now soon. This video is going to be made over 4 or 5, 3 weeks anyway, so if I repeat myself in a short space of time. But that's it, that's the 35X. They're a beautiful tractor. This was originally belonged to a fella in Derrymore and West Kerry by the name of John Quirk, and he sold it to a fella by the name of Padraig Sullivan, and of course everyone had nicknames that time, Padraig, but they were known as the farmers. Yeah, that's it. That's the tractor. Keep an eye on the progress and we'll see how it goes. Okay folks, we'll with a bit of a slight mishap, nothing major, nothing too worried or get excited over. I made a short video painting the tractor, and unfortunately the video disappeared. There's a bit of overspray on the axle, but that's fine. So I just did a slight touch up in the bonnet this morning, so that's what you saw. I was hoping to make a video. No, don't be getting excited. I'm not the shit hot dog at painting at all, but 90% of painting is preparation. That's what it's all about. Now when I painted we call it the chassis of this tractor, the tractor was in the shed for a couple of days. The tractor was nice and warm, not hot, but it was warm. Now during the winter sometimes, if I was painting a tractor, I'd have a heater in here. Like you'd buy those gas super stores in what you call it, in a car boot sale or something like that. You buy them reasonably cheap enough, so it might be an idea for you. Now, the idea of painting is what I buy litres of tractor paint, and they go into this, which is my paint tub, right? And this is the way I paint. This is the way I was shown to paint. Now I should have, turn off the compressor so it won't be rattling away. So this is the way I paint. I should have the hose kinked, but like when I'm painting, right, I'll keep about, go one spray, right, okay, and then leave go of the trigger. One spray, leave go of the trigger. And when you're coming back, spray, let go. Spray, let go. Spray, let go. Spray, let go. Let go at the end every time, because if you don't, this is what will happen. You go right, then you go back. And then you have a heap of paint here on each end. So you spray and let go, and then you overlap half every time. Spray, let go, spray, let go. Just half, you overlap half every time. That's the way I do it, and that's how this turned out. It mightn't be the best job in the absolute country. Another thing I do then as well, just for my own I suppose peace of mind, is I always put a small bit of paint on the tyres. For the simple reason is, when I had the wheels off of this tractor, I sprayed the hubs and I sprayed the wheels separate. So when the paint will eventually wear away off of the hubs or off of the nuts and all that, the wheels are going to get loose. So by putting a small bit of paint on the tyres, that by the way reminds me after a small bit of driving to paint the wheels again. So guys, that's kind of it. Might have been the best video I've ever done. Might have been the worst, I don't know. Leave a comment. I'm sure there's some expert out there that's going to tell me that I done it all wrong and this and that. But I painted a good few tractors now for myself. And you know what? They're not the best job in the country. But you know what? I'm happy with it. Yeah, that's kind of it. That's another bit of the tyre paint. I'd like I said, paint the tyre for that reason alone. 35X paint job. I hope someone learns something. The biggest thing is preparation. Now another thing I do actually is, before I paint, I obviously can't do it with the engine and the chassis and the gearbox, but the likes of the bonnet and the mud guards, I rub them all down with thinners. Just a rag, clean cloth, rub them all down with thinners before I do anything. Okay guys, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and roll on the next one. Thank you, and give a like, give a subscribe, and there we go.
Period. Well, great. The video.